NFL. So let's get to the very latest in sports. And would you believe we could have another sports betting scandal on our hands with the FBI involved? 2 in the last month, really this big? Okay, let's get to it. UFC fighter Isaac Dulgarian has been released from UFC's roster 2 days after sportsbooks have flagged unusual betting against the featherweight ahead of a first-round loss to Yadier Delval. Now, obviously, these are people that you may not have a lot of familiarity with, but in this legal world of sports betting, they can find out when players and fighters in this case are bet against. In addition, over 100 other fights were supposedly flagged by the FBI due to betting patterns. So buckle up, UFC. Could we have a potential scandal on our hands? Remains to be seen. Meanwhile, the National Basketball Association, that one of their owners, Steve Ballmer, has been under a ton of fire for a no-show job allegedly given to All-Star Kawhi Leonard, and the story just keeps going deeper as the owner has been sued by 11 Aspiration investors. Aspiration is the company allegedly that gave Kawhi Leonard that no-show job. They allege that they used the company to secretly funnel millions of dollars to All-Star player Kawhi Leonard. Ballmer has denied any wrongdoing in this one, and so this case just continues. The NBA, by the way, is investigating this. They've said very little on this entire situation. All right, Monday Night Football. The Arizona Cardinals finally won a game. 5 games in a row. They had lost going into this one, and they beat the Dallas Cowboys finally last night. They get a win 27-17. Jacoby Brissett was the starter in this one, threw a touchdown pass to Marvin Harrison Jr. that got the ball rolling, so to speak, for Arizona. Also, by the way, a good start again for Brissett. But Jonathan Gannon, after the game, told reporters that Kyler Murray will indeed start whenever he is ready. It looks like that could be potentially this weekend. But it had been a lot of close games. The Cardinals have lost. They finally put one full game together and closed it out, says the head coach Gannon.
Good win. Good week of practice. Energy was there, focus was there, and it was good to see us close out a game. And, you know, there's a lot of guys that stepped up, made a lot of plays. That's what it takes. So we'll enjoy it and be on to Seattle here tomorrow.
Just to get back to winning, the way the team was able to finish.
Yeah, I haven't won in a while, huh? Feels good. Feels good. I'm proud of those guys. They did a good job. But they know we got a lot of ball to play.
But, yeah, man, just so proud of the guys, the way we finished. You know, it took 60 minutes. You know, we came in at halftime, and the guys, everybody's preaching not about the first half, but about the second half and what we need to do to finish this game off. And I think coming into the game, I think we felt supremely confident that we were, you know, that we had a chance to win this game. And I think everybody believed in each other, believed in the plans, and you know, it was a complete team win.
And a rare under for the Dallas Cowboys, who have been scoring at least 20 to 30 points every game they play, especially at home where they've been fantastic. So what happened last night? Here's head coach Brian Schottenheimer on the lack of offense.
So we got to be better. I think this game came down to really 3 things. The giveaway takeaway battle, which we were not very good. We were loose with the ball all day, -3. You're never going to win games in this league being -3, and really the last one doesn't count, you know, for Dak. He's just launching up there on 4th and forever. And then the situational football. You know, we weren't able to sustain enough drives because we weren't very good on 3rd down, and they did a good job, and they converted some 3rds and longs.
They kicked our ass and both sides of the ball. Limited the possessions early, but, I mean, we don't score on the first drive, don't score in the red zone. The next drive, I think 3-4 and out. Then we fumble when we're going to get a field goal. And then they were trying to kick a, 70-yard field goal to even get points before half. That makes it tough. And then try to make adjustments in the second half. But when you're down like that in the NFL game, we still had a chance. And then we didn't take advantage of the opportunities and the moments that we had in the second half. Very frustrating.
And it was also frustrating to not see the game in its entirety or any of it. It was not on YouTube TV last night. Former Cardinal J.J. Watt went on social media complaining about this. This carriage dispute continues. Doesn't look like ESPN and the Disney networks are going back on YouTube TV anytime soon. All right, trade in the National Football League. Today's trade deadline day. We'll see if we get a big deal. Here's a smaller one. Jacoby Myers, wide receiver, asked out of Las Vegas before the season. He finally gets his wish now. He goes to Jacksonville. The Jaguars get back a 4th and 6th. Jaguars send a 4th and 6th round pick to Las Vegas and Myers will replace Travis Hunter, who's out for a period of time, and also Brian Thomas Jr., who is also hurt as well. Cowboys have acquired veteran linebacker Logan Wilson from the Cincinnati Bengals. Could be more trades coming up later today. We certainly will see. Big news from the Washington Commanders. Not only is Jaden Daniels going to miss the majority of the season, but Dan Quinn, the head coach, met with the media yesterday and was questioned as to why he left Daniels in a game so late, which seemed irrelevant. Of course, he injured his arm, and some people thought he should have been pulled out of the game way before then. And Quinn told the media that he agrees.
I know many of you have been asking about the thought process of Jaden being in the game in that situation. I get that. I've been thinking about it, honestly, nonstop too. And, for me, the answer is, man, I missed it. But I would, I'll fill you in on my thought process. At the start of the fourth quarter, I guess it was probably like 12 and a half minutes left in the game. And that was going to be the last drive for a couple of guys, Jaden and Zach and Debo and LT. And so we're going to have any read run plays and meaning no carries, for the quarterback on a run. And honestly, man, that's where I missed it. Of course, he could scramble. It's Jaden. It's what he's special at. And that is 100% that's on me. And I also said last night in the presser to our fans that, man, did we miss our mark as a team. And with that performance, we need to fix it. They created an awesome environment, at the stadium for the game. And that fix needs to be done now. So just wanted to open up with that and get started. I'll also give you some other injury news. Confirm Jaden dislocated his left elbow. No timetable on that right now. Still gathering the information.
Some reports yesterday say it's not season ending for Daniels, but we will see where Washington is, especially being so far under 500. Meanwhile, the Bengals are in the same spot, mostly because of their defense letting them down. I mean, Joe Flacco's been as good as Joe Burrow. I know it's crazy to say, but it is true. Chase Brown, running back of the Bengals after the game, seemingly taking a shot at the defense, saying they didn't get it done. And Zach Taylor, the head coach of the Bengals, didn't really like what Chase Brown had to say.
Chase Brown unloaded some frustration yesterday publicly. Do you want players to have the freedom to vent, or do you have to talk to them?
Not if you're not doing everything you can on your own, and I've pointed that out with Chase. There was two big plays that we could have done better that would have led to points. And so I think I liked Jamar a little bit better. I can tell Jamar's frustrated, but he didn't want guys coming at him if he's had a poor performance or something that he was disappointed in. So I trust that that's a one-time thing, and we'll learn from that. That's not how we want to react. And one of our best players, one of our highest character players, I think in a moment of frustration said that, and I don't expect that to happen again.
I think right now the Bengals are just looking to end their season. Hey, Joe Alt, unfortunately for the Los Angeles Chargers, re-injured himself, ankle surgery, going to miss the remainder of the year. National Basketball Association, we'll get to more of that with Brad Thomas coming up. Let me give you a quick recap last night. Big win for the Miami Heat on the road. They played great basketball at the start of the season. Bam Adebayo, 25 points, 120-119. Miami wins in L.A. Nikola Jokic, 34 points, 14 assists. Denver beats Sacramento 130-124. Houston is now 4-2 as Amen Thompson had 27 points as the Rockets beat the Mavericks. Giannis 33-13, a buzzer beater as well. The Bucks beat the Pacers 117-115.